In this video, I'm going to be discussing 6 things I've learned in ultra running over the last 10 years. Let's get into it. Ultra marathons are hard. No one will ever argue that, but they are so rewarding, and that's why I have this channel. I want to see more and more people get into trail running, get into ultra running, and understand that people that do it are not superhuman. We're not special for the most part. We have a little bit of extra mental fortitude, but I think anybody that has the desire can do this. Now, I say this all the time, and one thing that ultra marathons will do to everyone is humble you. So you need to get rid of your ego. When getting out on the trails, you can have a plan. And just I think it's Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan until you get punched in the mouth. That's very true in ultra marathons. You can have a plan, but it is best to have like an A, B, and C plan. Getting out and just attempting an ultra marathon is something that is extraordinary. You should be proud of yourself for even attempting. And it is crazy to run something like a 50 miler and having to drop at like mile 38, which I've had to do before in mountain races, and being like, well, I only ran 38 miles or only ran 45 miles, or running a 100 miler and having to drop at mile 50 or 60 and just feeling like that's a failure. Ultra running is an awesome thing. It is a tough thing that very few people on this earth do, and you should be proud of what you do. Getting rid of that ego when you go out. I know some people like to really take that mentality from road running about placing. I've never cared about that. I've never cared where I place in an ultra marathon. I do place a lot of emphasis on trying to enjoy the time. So running with someone else definitely helps. Enjoy the time, getting to know people, talk to people, not focusing so much on some certain time or some certain pace that just makes it unenjoyable. And then if you don't hit that, somehow you failed. Anybody who goes out there and attempts is a winner in my book. And that's not just like the saying that, everyone is a winner. I mean it in a way that to attempt something that's scary that you know that you could possibly fail at it's extraordinary, and you should be proud of yourself. So getting rid of that ego, getting rid of being so hell-bent on a time or pace, sometimes just finishing and enjoying the event is enough, and that's what I like to focus on. Getting someone to run with in ultra running is something that I think goes understated. Running with another person, whether it be a pacer or just finding someone else to enjoy running ultra running with, running races with, just changes the game. Having that shared misery together going through an event just makes it more of a hangout with a friend. I do that all the time with Joe Kern. You see me run races all the time, and at the end of the day, it makes me really not care about what ends up happening in the race. That minimum, even when Joe and I in 2022, yeah, 100 had to drop at like mile 60, I think right around 60. Even that, the event of being in it for 60 miles with someone, a buddy, and just hanging out was awesome, and I wouldn't trade that for the world. Finding that person to share that with is an amazing thing. I think that's what I love most about ultra marathons. The last 10 years, I've met some amazing people from all walks of life, and anytime I got to share time with someone on the trail was awesome. You share deep, you share family, you share your running accolades, things that you've experienced, that I can tell you, the people in ultra running and trail running are an amazing bunch of people. It is really, really about community. It's not road racing. It's not battling and pushing each other down for that extra place ahead. It really is about community, a shared experience, battling this adversary, which is the trail of the race, together. And it is definitely something that I've learned to love, and it's really the basis of this channel. So if you're really thinking about getting into trail running or ultra running, you don't have to be good. No one's expecting you to be. It's about the experience. I implore you, please try it. Get out there, sign up for your first trail race. You won't be disappointed. This next one is something you'll definitely experience as you get more and more into ultra running, and that is understanding the difference between hurting and being hurt. Ultra running hurts. You will definitely hurt. Your body and your mind will tell you you're dying, and it will be hard. You will go through times where you swear up and down you are injured and you need to drop out to save your life. Your body and your mind will try to trick you. Getting to understand the difference between that is definitely something that is a game changer for runners when they're out there, understanding whether or not you're really injured or you're just hurting because, your feet feel like somebody beat it with a sledgehammer, or the skin is coming off the bottom of your feet, or the little niggle that you've had in your leg is just that. It will go away. There's been times where I've swore that my ankle was severely injured and I run for another 20 minutes and it's completely gone. I'm like, what happened to it? Like it is definitely a strong mental game. You got to bring your strong mental game to ultra running and understanding the difference between, again, injured and hurting. And when you can do that, when you can push through your mind telling you that you're injured and you understanding in the same sense that it's just hurting, it's not fun. You got to get through it and keep pushing. Putting one foot in front of the other will help you with that mental aspect to keep pushing through and finishing ultra marathons. And I can say for a fact, pretty much everything after the halfway point, your mind's probably lying to you, and you just got to keep putting one foot in front of the other. Now, this point right here is something I've learned the hard way, even after I thought I learned it and it failed to execute. It is how food affects your mood and affects your race. Eating more than you think you need is definitely something that can change a race for you. Typically when I train, I don't eat a ton. So that makes me think I can get away with 2, 3, 4, 5 hours of an ultra marathon without eating that much. That is a recipe for disaster. Your food will dictate your race. If you are not eating enough, you will pay for it eventually. You can get away with it. Some of us can get away with it for a little longer because we got beef, extra energy to burn off. But if you do not eat, you will pay for it. There's no way to get away with, I'm not going to waste any time at the aid stations and I'm just going to keep going. And you get 5 hours, 6 hours into a race. Now you're in a caloric deficit that you cannot dig out of for a while. And you're going to go crash and it's going to be miserable for a while until you can get your body caught back up. Eat from the beginning. Eat more than you think you do. It's good to figure this stuff out in training, how many calories you are burning per hour, and just making sure that your caloric intake over that time is steady and consistent. And, when you're racing, whether it's hot, cold, whatever, your pace is, some people are super fast and they have a harder time processing food. Get that squared away. Definitely get it squared away and understand that food is going to dictate your race. So, and if you think about that from the beginning, same with water, from the beginning, it will definitely make your race much more enjoyable and you won't have as many low points to battle through. Now, this next one is kind of related to the first, but having multiple goals in a race is going to help the aspect. It's not always about ego. It's about the aspect of the mental game that you're playing. So understanding that, not everyone's going to break 24 hours. Most of us, I think, to attempt to try to break 24 hours in 100, do so because we think that that's something we should do. We think we can do it, not knowing that our training had us nowhere near the fitness to do that. And understanding that it's okay to set multiple goals. Like if it's just breaking, just coming in before the cutoff, having multiple goals, making sure your hydration, your nutrition, executing the small things in a race and having that be a goal is definitely something that helps the mental aspect. Thinking about these things before the race, saying, I'm going to forego caffeine for the first, like if you're running 100, forego caffeine for most of the race until I absolutely need it. So coming into the nighttime or during the nighttime or coming out of the nighttime and you need to put caffeine in, little things like that you do and you see the success in the race are things that are these little mental wins, because you're going to need those in a race, especially in something like a 100-miler. You're going to need these little things, little nuggets to hold on to think, well, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, because there will be times where you're super low and you'll want to give up. You'll want to give up. Honestly, you'll just say that this is dumb. I don't understand why I'm doing this. Nobody cares if I finish or not. I just ran 40 miles. Good enough. You need to set yourself up for success. So plan those things out before the race so that okay, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, it's mile 75. I told myself, I know that I was going to be saying these things, these excuses. I know I'm going to feel like this. Take note of those. If you have to write them down, laminate them, think about it, whatever it is you need to do, put them on your phone and read through them. So you just understand you are where you know you would be. Things get weird with your mind. Trail math gets hard. Thinking gets hard. You're two different people from the person you were when you started the race before the person you are late in the race. You're just different people. Your mind is in a different spot. So set yourself up for success, take note of those things, and look at those when you really, really need them. And sometimes it's videos from other people. Sometimes it's videos from yourself. Go ahead and do that. And I promise you, it will help a lot. One aspect of running, I think, is something you need to be able to reach down and grab is your why. Why do you do this? And focusing on that type of stuff when things are hard, ways to break the race down into very small chunks is extremely important. There are times where it's smooth sailing, I'm running, miles are just ticking off, there's no issues, but there will be down times where, just taking 50 steps, running for 50 feet, those type of things will become the milestones you're getting to, just getting another 10 feet. It will get like that. And you need to understand that that's going to happen and be flexible, change your plans when you need to, look for the things you need to grasp onto inside of you about why you do this so that you don't talk yourself out of this. And I know some of this kind of just muddies the waters and related to other things that I've said, but in the low times, really reach down why you do this. I know a lot of us in ultra marathons carry baggage. For some reason, ultra marathons bring people that are broken, that have addiction problems, who have mental health problems. And that's what I love about the sport. We have a lot of very good people out here that are just looking for something, looking for success, looking for camaraderie, looking for battling and pushing themselves through hard times to prove whatever it is they're trying to prove to themselves. And I think that's super important, especially in the down times when you're feeling low and there's demons come out in your brain, to be able to grasp on to why it is you do this, and it's different for everyone, but I think a lot of us are just searching for something. A lot of us want to have this adversity to battle through, because in life, there's a lot of adversity we have to go through that we don't always get to choose. And sometimes it's nice to be in a controlled environment, go through adversity with friends, battle, and prove to yourself what a tough person you are, what a valuable person you are, and how much all of us collectively care for each other in this sport. And I promise you, if you buy into what ultra running is, you will enjoy it. You will enjoy every aspect of it, but find your why. It's not just about collecting medals, and it's not just about bragging about it. This isn't marathons. That happens a lot in marathons. And I was a marathon runner, so don't get all in butthurt about it. Road running is completely different than trail running. It's just a different atmosphere. It's a different community. And good or bad, that's why I love trail running. And I think you will too. I hope these tips will help you. If you have any tips to add to this and share with those in this community, in the Motivation Theory running community, go ahead and leave those in the comments. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you out in the trails soon. Take care.